this nigga. You gon' respect this lava. I'm shooting it if I pull it, boy. Make sure you want this drama. I bring it to you like it's Law and Order SVU. Turn you to a vegetable, now you look good inside a soup. Family come from Bishopville, but I grew up in that Bronx Zoo where they shoot you dead in the street and then dance all on top of you. And I do what I gotta do to make a dollar.
See, like, when I came in there, I was with my guys. They was just in my neighborhood. The reason why some of the guys, they respected me was because I never wanted to be down. I never wanted to be Crip. I never wanted to be Blood. I would see some of them banging, doing what they do. I would just say, hey, what's up? And keep it pushing. Sometimes dudes will be fresh out of jail. They need some bread. I'll be like, hey, here's $400. Yo, go do your thing. I'll see him 4 months later. He'll hit me back with my $400 or $500. And I was a stand-up dude. That's why a lot of times when I went to certain dorms, I wasn't getting spanked. You know what I mean? But it's just sad. Like, I'll see some impressionable kids come in there out of fear because they don't want to stand on their own too and say, look, I don't want to bang. They'll sit here, a Blood dude will have drama with this other Blood. We'll be going to lunch or whatever, the mess hall. They would tell you to cut such and such, or else you would plate. Dudes would just run up and buck 50 dudes, cut dudes in the neck, all that, catching wild street charts, running up their time. And I'm like, damn, you doing this for a man, bro, that you don't know.
Who don't care about you at all.
Don't care about you. And it's like, and my whole thing, I had the big picture in mind. I don't want to come out of Rikers Island and with a felony. You know, the last time I got into a fight with an officer, my best friend is a police officer. My sister was a police officer. And they were, one of them is a court officer for downtown Brooklyn. That's one of the main reasons why these charges wasn't sticking on me. But my thing is, dudes don't realize you come to the island, you'll sit here, you could go in there for a simple assault or a robbery, something that you could do 3 years, 2 years. You could end up poking somebody up and running up your time. But check this out. I got tired of being in a dorm, and I wanted to make phone calls and talk to my shorty all night, talk to my mother. So what I did was, I got a job as an SBA. I had to do suicide watch, right? And here's the thing, though. All these so-called big oppressors will be oppressing like regular dudes. They may oppress like a dude like you, Nate, and they don't know your story. Now, they go to another dorm, come to find out your big cousin is a big Blood. They were spanking you left and right. Now, your cousins made them a plate, cut them up. While I was doing SBA, a lot of these Bloods, a lot of these Crips was in protection. They was in PC. I'll see dudes with buck 50s on their face. You know, they would talk crazy tough to me, you know, while I'm doing the SBA shit. And my whole thing is I just want to make my phone calls. What was so sad, they shoved the broom up this kid. And like, it was a young kid, man. He was just not willing to give up his phone calls. He wasn't a good fighter. But his mother was sending him money and he was eating good. They shoved the broom up his butt. He had to get staples up here in his stomach. He had staples from here or all the way down here. They had to take out his small intestines out and rearrange that shit. He was taking medication for depression. I had to look into the cells to make sure everybody is good. Every hour, I walk by the cells and I look in, right? For 3 months, he took those medications. He gets 4 pills a day, right? He takes 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Yo, he saved up the pills for a good 2 to 3 months. Yo, one night he swallowed all them pills. And when I checked the door, I checked the cell around like 12:30 or 1. Yo, dude threw up blood and I saw pills. It looked like he swallowed like Tic Tacs. He swallowed like over 60-some pills, man. Overdose.
Sheesh.
You know?
Damn.
Yeah. They shoved the broom up the... And check this out. The story with that kid, his brother was a gangbanger. He was riding in his brother's car. They found the gun in the car. And the brother, who was older, didn't say it was his gun. The kid ended up taking the charge for the gun and sat on the island, didn't tell. And, yeah. And they shoved the broom up like on 2 occasions, I heard. And, yeah. And he ended up himself. Another kid, I'll say back in 2014, they had like the bunk beds. The dudes was beating this kid. They jumped off the bunk bed, was jumping on his ribs, was jumping on his back. Yo, the dudes didn't wake up at night, man.
Yo, man,
You know?
it do get that real.
I was in the dorm when them cats was doing that. The kid had a pair of sneakers. He had a nice pair of sneakers. He would wear his kicks for like a month or two. This is like in 2017. The last time I was in Rikers, 2017, 2018. He comes in the dorm with a fresh pair of kicks. He wear it for like a month or two, like maybe like 2-3 weeks. He just gives it to a random nigga that he cool with. He goes to visit. His mother bring him a fresh pair of kicks. And when they saw him, he was getting kicks like that, they tried to extort him. Dudes was like jumping off the bed. They beat him up on 2-3 times. He wasn't giving up nothing. He didn't have nobody to back him up. But they jumped on his ribs right here. They jumped on his chest from the bed. Dude was over 250 pounds jumping on his bed, off his bed on the kid's chest. Yo, the kid died from a collapsed lung. He threw up blood in his sleep and he didn't wake up.
You get real like that. That's cause police be in there, they don't really be doing their job, man.